guys. I'm super sweaty because the doors are all closed and it's so hot in here. Up front, I wanted to say first of all that I'm very sorry about the other video. Some Americans, Afro-Americans also felt offended. I hope you know that was never ever my intention to do that, and I thought I want to just say it speakingly and not just written by on the comment. I hope that you understand and that you don't judge me or people who mistakenly do something that they don't know, or you know, because we're just human. We say sometimes, especially me, saying things without thinking, or just saying things not being aware and not even meaning it in a bad way. And I hope you know that I will never ever spread negativity or fear or anger or anything. I just wanted to say that I felt a bit sad after this whole situation, because you have to know that I put so much love and effort into my work. Just to bring out this 10-20 minutes video are sometimes really a lot, and when someone kind of attacks it or criticizes it, it's hurting a little bit, you know, because it's like my little creation, my little baby. I understand you will never avoid negativity everywhere, but normally when I'm surrounded by negativity, I try to avoid it. But with my social media, it doesn't really work, because I see the comments, I read the comments because I want to, because I love it, because I get so much good feedback too. And I always focus more on the positive, but when the negatives hits in a little bit, it's a bit sad sometimes. But yeah, but this whole video here, after all the long talk, is actually about me and João, our little story. For the new people who are watching this, they don't know who João is. You better watch my old videos. You'll find a guy who's been traveling with me on and off, and I just never really introduced him. Even at the start, I didn't really introduce him because I felt a bit uncomfortable doing so, because making this kind of official at the first place was so weird and so unusual for me to introduce someone, especially after being now so much more active on social media, where people actually are interested in my life and in my relationship. It just never used to be like that. So being in this situation, I didn't really know how to handle it, so I just didn't even introduce him at all. And then the introduction at some point was just so all of a sudden that no one really know our story. But I'm gonna tell you the story when we're driving, because João is on his boys' vacation and he called me and telling me how much he misses me. And I was feeling a bit like lost these days, a bit bored when he was gone. I don't know, I've really had the urge to see him. And normally I never drive for long distance. That's why I'm moving so slow, because we just called and he said to me he talked to his boys, not even mentioning that I was supposed to visit them or come, but just saying that the boys talked to him all of a sudden, saying, well, we kind of expect Susie here by Thursday. And he was like, oh, you know, we kind of thought about it, but she didn't want to interrupt us doing our boys things and stuff. And then they said, oh, you know, we can still do our boys things, but she's welcomed anytime. And he just told me, but he doesn't know yet that I'm gonna drive. I don't know if I can, probably not gonna make it today, but in the next 2 days I'm probably gonna drive there, because it's a 9 hours drive, and you know, this car cannot drive fast. So it's gonna be a long drive for me in the heat, which is really gonna be difficult because, you know, no AC, is sweating, so please don't mind me doing this all the time. He doesn't know I'm gonna go there. It's gonna be a surprise. He doesn't know. He's so excited. And I'm gonna tell you on the ride the story about us. What do you think? We should just get starting, because Penny has also been sleeping, you see. By the way, I have a new shower. I gotta introduce the shower to you the next time. It's really cool, but I'm gonna do it in another video. So guys, I'm still sweating. I drove about 2 hours, which is in this car pretty much 3 hours. I just gotta stop to get some. Actually, I should fuel, or should I risk? Yeah, I think I can still make it to the next one. I'm always so lazy to fuel. Here it is, 7 hours to go. I probably won't make it all today, but tomorrow I messaged one of João's best friends, and I told him that I wanted to surprise João. So I asked him if he could get his address, because I know they're in Portugal, but I don't know the exact address. So he said he found it out. And the funny thing is that Joao don't know. I'm promising you, he won't expect that I'm gonna go there because I'm so far. Because I'm so far away, actually. But you know, he made the effort before to take a 14-hour bus ride. I think it was 14 hours, or was it 9 hours? Anyway, he took a long bus ride to see me. So I think it was my turn actually to visit him after he came twice. And although it's been such a short distance of us being apart, I kind of felt a little bit attached. He was making me really happy, and I feel like this is what I need right now. Alright, so let me tell you a little bit about us. So first of all, in order to understand what happened, you have to kind of watch that other falling in love video. I don't know, or some of you remember, but the ones who don't remember, watch this one first. I basically was actually in crush with someone I met, another person, but you know, he wasn't so really responsive at all. So in that time I kept meeting people, but not for dating or anything. I just met a lot of people, as you probably know, the way I am, and just being out here traveling and meeting people. And at some point I met Joao around New Year's Eve, but at that time I was still kind of waiting for the other guy, the Belgian guy. Joao and his friends, we were like just normal friends. They invited me to a house party to celebrate New Year's Eve, and we were already, yeah, just hanging out all together, you know. It was really, really fun. I had some cool 2-3 days with them. As I was waiting for the Belgian guy, because he agreed on coming after New Year's Eve to visit me, and then of course he left me. I was totally crying, as you probably will see in the other video. I was crying my eyes out, and in the moment when I was crying, Joao as well saw my Instagram story, me bursting out in tears, and then he said, hey, why don't you want to come back? It's better not to stay alone right now in this situation, and rather us supporting you in this moment. And in that moment, because I was alone in the van, really hurt. So yeah, after that I was feeling, okay, I should probably really go back to see them, because I didn't want to be alone, and I didn't have my friends physically there for me. I called my friends in Germany, but it's not the same. I needed someone to hug me and to say that everything is going to be fine. So I drove all the way back 200 kilometers or 300 in that one day. It's exhausting for me to drive so long and like squeeze time. Like it's like, even now I feel really exhausted. Yeah, but I went back. Wow, sweating under my eye. That's so random. I mean, I sweat here, but sweating under my eye, wow, that's a new level of sweat. So yeah, anyway, so I went back and we met, and then I stayed there for so long in Porto. Actually, I think a lot of people who followed me earlier knew that I had to kind of stop, and then I said a lot that I was spending a lot of time with friends there and I was enjoying it. And I had a kind of a band break because I was with him for so long. And at some point it developed into more. I'm normally not that kind of person who likes to jump from one thing to another anymore. Because when I was young, I was like that. I constantly kind of had a relationship when I was a teenager. And then when I grew up, I realized, wow, if you take your time for yourself, grow as a person, you have to grow and love yourself first before you can start loving someone else. When I was single for 3 years almost, I was so focused on my dream, working hard, building the car. I had no interest, and I didn't want to have a boyfriend at all. And since I've accomplished all of these things, I think my heart and my brain was more open towards falling in love again, I guess. And the funny thing is, when I first met him, He's 21 now, and I'm 25, but I'm turning 26 in November. So we have 5 years of distance. And normally, I know nowadays we're really modern, it doesn't really matter. But for me, I never felt really attracted to younger guys. I don't know, it was so weird because I never thought I would be with someone who is younger than me. Not that the age really matters at the end, but it's just how it is. After all, we were spending a lot of time, and then after like 3-4 months, I was constantly in the struggle to stay with him or to leave and continue my travel. He made me really happy, so I stayed. But then at some other point, I was like, okay, I have to continue my trip. At some point, it was difficult, and then I said, okay, I gotta go. But we were already in a relationship, so I kept going, and we were having this distance relationship. But I didn't really told anyone. I wasn't sure myself because it was such a long time ago since I made anything official, and I didn't want it to be just a person, but someone who I'm really sure about. And I let time pass, and now we're together. I don't even know how long we're together. I'm really bad with these things. He knows it better than I do. I think 3 months or so. I don't know. Maybe 4. But yeah, we know each other since years. Oh, and now I'm kind of only starting it to make it official because I don't know. I mean, you guys, I mean, we sort of have a relationship too, you know, you and me. And I didn't want to just introduce you to someone. I wanted to introduce someone special to me. And the more I started to open up about him, it started to become more special. When you're in this crush phase and you are not so sure if you will crush out or crush in or stay the way you are, but this can happen, you know. Sometimes you feel so wow, and then all of a sudden it's kind of gone. And it didn't happen, and that would normally happen with me quite fast because I would lose interest, I guess. With him it didn't. It just grew more and more and more. The only thing is that he is only 21, a student still, which is not bad or anything. But in Portugal, the wages are always really, really low, and it's hard, of course, to make this thing working out. You know, me traveling and he visiting me visiting him. So if you want to do me a favor, and I would never ever ask you for sending me money on what's it called, Patreon. I think a lot of van lifers use that, which I don't understand why they do it, but yeah, I kind of find it a bit rude to ask people for money. I would never do that, but I would ask you if you want, and take your time, that whenever I put a video up, that when the ads run, that you just keep watching the ads, you know, to make him visiting me and I'm visiting him. I would like to invest that money that you might help to support me out with in this kind of things, since I don't need much more in a van, you know that I can live with less. Although I'm not a super like on the low standard living van lifer, I'm not like that at all. I still enjoy life, you know, when I want to do this, I want to do this, and I keep doing it. So it would make me really happy if you support me in spending a little bit of your time into my videos if you want. If not, it's also fine. With all the facts, I feel like you can see it really well. The way we are together, he's really supportive. I'm really supportive with him. He even thought about coming with me for a year rather than going for his basketball dream. But then I said to him, I wouldn't want him to do that because I would feel bad that he would leave or drop things for me. His things and his stuff comes first. Yeah, I guess being the woman, and then in the case of having a younger guy and being more financially stable, is also really new. I'm proud of this, you know. We women can take care of the family, right? Of the dog, of the car, the house. I don't think that he's sort of using me or or anything, because he never asked me once for paying something for him. But with him it's sort of different because he respects me so much and I respect him so much. I always said, man, they have to have this certain inner strength who can take me by the hand and actually lead me. But it doesn't mean that he has to have money or things like that, but lead me in a way that I respect him as a person and I'm willing to follow, because I see myself as quite a strong and determined person because of all of the things I do, I guess. And for, you know, fixing up the cars and doing all that on my own, like I wouldn't necessarily need a man for all these things because I got it kind of sorted, you know. I can tell you little things that I was so surprised with him despite of his age. I remember at times when we first met and we were driving and we got into a curve really fast and he just straightened up his arm for me to not lean forward too much. And little things like that, because I was noticing so many. At the start, he was a really shy person, not too confident, and he didn't even like to talk on the telephone with strangers. He would just keep doing university, although, I mean, he's still doing it, although it was really not what he wanted to do. He was really unhappy. He was not that kind. He was like me, literally, 2-3 years ago. I was a student, but not really a student. So, and all the things with the time, we complemented each other, and he developed so much that I felt it, you know, he became more confident. He used to bite on his nails a lot. He stopped that. He didn't eat any vegetables because he thought he wouldn't like it. I kind of made him just like, oh, why don't you try this? I'm always like this. I always want people to try everything before they judge something. And this is my mantra, you know, you can't judge on people, on food, or on anything else if you haven't tried to understand the situation, or if you haven't tried to eat the food. He's just doing his little life, but he always had a big dream, you know, big dream about basketball. We were having so many talks at night, I remember, about his parents and about everything that made him feel like he couldn't step out of his comfort zone. But I made him see in reality this van life, me being there, that things can actually happen. And I think that was the beauty of us working so well together, because he had a lot of admiration for me, and it still has, and I have too, for the person he is. And it's beautiful to see his development in such a short time, and I believe that people can develop. I didn't make him change, he did it naturally. All these things that is beneficial for your growth and make you so much more confident, and once you get that confidence, you can go and aim your goals. And I think that's so important, and this is the message, you know, this is my old time message every time I start talking about this. It's do the things you think you don't like, go to people you never hang out with, and you see yourself grow instead of being always sucked up in your little area of friends. Everything, you know, plays a part in your development, believe it or not. And for me to see it hand by hand is beautiful. He believes in himself so much more, and the things he does, I hope you do too, guys. Really, I do. I want everyone to live their best lives out there, you know that. So I'll see you maybe tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you when I arrive. Cutie pies, good morning. I just got ready and I stopped at pretty much behind the gas station where the trucks are. I'll show you. It's pretty nice because no one is here. Not too bad. Daniel, hey. Hey, baby. So that's it. And I'm gonna have some breakfast now in this restaurant over there at the gas station because it looked quite nice. I feel like fresh orange juice. And I'm on my way. I actually got ready. I just shaved my legs to like You know what that means. I shaved my leg and I'm gonna go. I still have 400 kilometers to drive till I arrive. Normally it would be around, how much? 4 hours, 3 hours, but with this car it's probably 7 hours still or something like that. So I'll see you at the breakfast. We're trying to choose something for breakfast now. I wanted something healthy, but let's see if it's gonna work. And it's been so long since I had a yogurt. It's kind of nice to have yogurt in the morning and some fruit. Feels good, really. Cause you know I don't have a fridge. I'll eat fast and then we gotta drive. No, you don't. Yes. Wow, I'm not used to this either.
You know, if I would ever do something like bad, I would never post. So I think I posted also because I have nothing to hide. Because no girl could ever compare to you. I could never feel by some other girl what I feel for you. That's why I probably posted, but I forgot that people don't actually know how I feel about you and how I really am.
I know.
So yeah, that's why I probably posted, because I'm still not used to what?
The ones who follow you are probably the ones who really do mostly care about me.
Yeah. The ones that will probably kill me if I did something bad to you. And I don't know, it's really bad because I could have the same amount of fun that I had, but without posting that stuff, without giving people reason to doubt or to start creating stories or whatever.
God, I'm sweating. Oh, I drove so much today and finally arrived. I don't know, I kind of want to walk to him fast and then just surprise him. I think I don't know how to do it. I sent him like, oh, send me a location and a picture and just let me know where you are and how it looks like and stuff. And I pretended that I was upset with him before because he posted a picture yesterday with them partying and some girls, and then I made it all up that I was upset with him because then he wouldn't even expect me to be here at all. I'm so mean. I made him suffer for an hour or so. But then I said I felt bad for him and I was like, you know, you don't have to feel bad. It's all good. I'm not upset anymore and stuff. I was never upset. So now I'm gonna wait for his message and then somehow just sneak there and surprise him, I guess. His friends are there too, so it's kind of weird to do that in front of his friends.
Is this true? Ow! You drove all the way here? Shit, buddy, come in. How did you do that? You drove all the way here?
I thought I'm gonna surprise you. I wasn't even mad. I just pretended all the time.
What?
I've been driving since yesterday.
They don't really get me. Shit, how you do that?
I thought I'd just kind of give you a little surprise.
How long did you drive? How? And you find me in all this people?
The whole setup of that day got me not in a real enthusiastic reaction. I was in shock. She played it so cool, the whole setup of the surprise, because 20 minutes before the actual surprise, we were like mad or in an argument. Seeing her at the beach that day, last thing I was expecting. So the whole setup got me like in a shock reaction. When she came up to me and kissed me, and I was with my eyes closed, so my reaction was really slow. When I just relieved the moment and the that day, I just get filled with really just a lot of happiness. Because I think it was so amazing what she did.
He didn't really avoid the kiss. If someone really randomly kissed him on the beach, he was so slow in avoiding it. So he might get in trouble. No, he doesn't.
Literally, I'm being truly honest. I thought I was dreaming for like 2-3 minutes. I was looking at her with my arms just like this, and I was truly thinking for 2-3 minutes, I'm dreaming. I was like waiting for me to wake up. I spent with her 3 weeks doing van life, which means we saw each other 24/7, and we didn't get annoyed or sick of each other for even a second. And when it's like this, when you're apart from each other, it's really difficult.
It's different when you know I have a boyfriend and he lives nearby and you have your own life there set up and you do your thing. But if you travel and you feel like, okay, how long is the period we can be together, and then for how long will we be separate again? So I think that makes us not. This is not the only reason why we are attached, because we're just really cool as friends and in a relationship together. We have a lot of fun and we can joke about each other as if we were just like some buddies. Anyway, so now I surprised him for good. I'll be with him for I don't know how long. I'll keep doing van life stuff though, because I'm happy too, really, that so many of you accept him so well into this channel, into my life, and also appreciating just the person he is, because I'm glad that you like him and support us being together while we kind of live this lifestyle of traveling and then in a far distance relationship. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to him because he was never really an online person, but for him it's nice also to read those kind of comments you share with us, and we're really happy and appreciate your support, guys. So I'll see you very soon. We say bye for now. Penu's here. I know you love to see him, and I haven't really showed him much in this
staring
video.
at a bee that just died in the car.
He is navigating us. he's
our
the
GPS and our beekeeper.
So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll see you very soon. See you soon. Bye.
Now wisdom to make us what we are, and just enough to show you all my mind. Now wisdom to make us what we are, and just enough to show you all my mind. Now wisdom to make us what we are.